Number one, the checklist. Two, the do's and don'ts. Three, why get through the HR round? And four, questions to expect. The checklist. Carry an updated resume. All of us have resumes that we have prepared days before. Ensure that you carry a resume that you have prepared for the Wipro HR round, and it should have all the important data that is required to crack the HR round. Number two, do a small research on what the company does. Before you walk into the HR's cabin, make sure you know what Wipro does, what services they provide, on what platforms they work. And also, please make sure that you understand your job roles, understand what necessary skills you require for job role, etc. Be well organized. Let me say that you walk into the HR's cabin. The HR is asking you for your resume, and then you open your big fat file, keep searching or flipping through the pages to find your resume. How does it look? Yeah, not very professional, right? Yes, be well organized. Ensure that your resume is in hand. Keep all the necessary documents at reach and in hand. Be dressed in formal. When I say be dressed in formal, I request you to dress yourself in formal suits. Carry yourself with confidence. In this way, it happens to be a very good chance for you to impress the HR as well to take the job in hand when you leave the cabin. And now, the do's and don'ts. Number one, keep eye contact. It is natural for everyone uh, to feel very nervous on the day of the HR interview, especially for freshers. I know, I understand. It's like a nightmare. That is how it sounded to me when I attended my first HR round. But trust me, maintaining an eye contact will help you gain the confidence of the HR. Please do not scan the room in which you're sitting. Don't look at the walls, ceilings, bend down, look at your nails. No. Maintain eye contact. Be yourself. Remember, the person sitting opposite to you is also a human. Make sure you be yourself and not robotic. Most of the time, candidates tend to become so nervous that without your knowledge, they tend to sound robotic. When I say robotic, say for example, you ask me to tell you about myself, and then I sit before you and say, "Good evening, sir. I'm Johnsy. I'm from placement season." See, does it sound really friendly? No, nor does it sound like you're confident. So avoid being robotic, be yourself, be at ease. Listen and respond. Give the HR an opportunity to complete the question. Listen to the tone. In this way, you understand the question better. You also know how to answer. You get time to gather your points and options together and frame an excellent answer. Please don't make the interview a monologue. You keep on talking, 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 and then you don't listen to what the HR says. It is going to be a true mess. Trust me. Listen to what the HR says, gather your answers together, and then give a confident response. Maintain an upright body posture. Sit straight but ensure you feel relaxed. Do not fidget with things around you. Do not fidget with your rings, your pen, your file, or your clothes. Fidgeting brings an appearance that you're nervous and less confident. Ensure you maintain a good body posture and carry yourself confidently. Now, I guess 99% of us have this question hidden somewhere in our brain. Will I get through the HR round? Oh my god, it's so true. Every time I attend an interview, I have the same thing running in my mind as well. True story. So, in order to crack the HR round, you need confidence. Any person who sits in the HR chair looks for a candidate who's confident enough. Your confidence is what makes them get a belief that you will take up any challenge that is thrown in front of you. So, in order to gain the confidence, you need knowledge. And how do you get knowledge? Obviously, by preparation. Through preparation, you gain all the necessary knowledge. Ensure you practice self introduction before you move into or go into the HR's cabin. Make sure you have a good grip on the background information about the company, like what services they offer, what platforms they work on, what job roles do they have, and the internet has various platforms where you can go gather this information. One such is the Quora. Ta-da! Now we come into the point. Frequently asked questions in the HR round of Wipro. Number one, tell me about yourself. This is the most frequently asked question in any interview across the world. Yes, tell me about yourself is not only a question but an opportunity thrown in front of you. It is an opportunity to show or to explain what you are to the HR. Tell them how well you fit into the job role. Gain their confidence and ensure you practice this well before you move into the HR round of the Wipro. Dear folks, trust Dear folks, trust me, this is not as scary as having a handshake with the alien. It is easy if you ensure that you follow all the parameters that I give you here. It would really be a cakewalk for you. Number one, the one main mistake that we tend to do while telling our name is myself, Chauncey, which is wrong. My name is Johnsy or I'm Johnsy would do definitely well. Number two, nativity. Nativity is where you're basically from. Some of us, say for example, there is a candidate called Ravi. He's born in Tamil Nadu, brought up in Bangalore, and now he's attending his interview in Delhi. There is no necessary for you to enhance or elaborate your life cycle or let us consider a candidate named Ravi. He was born in Tamil Nadu, did his schooling in Bangalore, his college in Delhi, and is attending the interview in Delhi. It is not necessary for Ravi to mention everything in his self introduction. Please stick on to the most recent place where you are in, or you can say your birthplace. For example, Ravi can say, I'm Ravi and I'm from Tamil Nadu. In this in this way, you make it crisp and also you sound organized. Number three, educational qualification. When you are When you talk about educational qualification, you have to sound more confident. Say, if you are an engineer, you have completed computer science engineering, or you're in the final year of computer science engineering, you can very well say, I am an engineer from so and so college. Number four, projects done. Please mention the main project which you have done, the final project which you have done, or any other projects which you have done on large scale in this point. Mention the name, the title of the project, the platform in which you worked, and what you actually learned from the project. Skills. See, every job role requires a particular set of skills. When I say skills, I completely refer your hard skills and soft skills. Your hard skills may be the technical skills that you possess, like your certification or your knowledge that you have gained in various programs like C, C++, Java, Python, etc. etc. And your soft skills are your communication skills, problems resolving skills, customer service skills, telephone etiquettes, etc. And then achievements. Remember to tell or talk about the achievements which you have done in accordance with the job role. Maybe you could have attended a few PowerPoint presentations or done or attended workshops, or maybe you could have been recognized in one of your talents. So these informations can be put together under achievements. And finally, what kind of person you are. Here you may talk about if you are a leader or a team player. Some of us are really good in leading the team. Assigning tasks, getting work done can be your forte. So you can mention this here. Some of us are super friendly. You socialize easily with people. So here again, you may mention that you are a very friendly person and you socialize with people. You like being a team player. You have team spirit. These things can be told in this particular part. So now, before we move into the next part, let me give you a model self introduction about any person. Let's say Ravi. Hello, sir. I'm Ravi. I'm basically from Tamil Nadu. I'm a computer science engineer by education, and in my final year, I have done projects on drones. In this particular project, I took the liberty of writing down codes for my drone. I worked on Java and wrote codes in Java. In this project, I learned more on the practical application of the theoretical knowledge that I had. Though writing codes was very tedious for me at that stage, I ensured that I had enough knowledge to crack down. When I say about myself, I believe that I am good in communication and I have done a few presentations in my college, and I feel and believe that I have good public speaking skills. I'm also good in Java and as well certified in it. When I talk about the achievements that I have made, I have received a second prize in the national level symposium by projecting my projects on drones. I have also been recognized by my college trustee in terms of the effort I have made to make the project a success. I believe I have leadership qualities as I was the one who led the team for my project. And so I look forward to work in your company. And last but not the least, folks, remember to finish your self introduction. You may use phrases like, "Thank you. That's all about me, sir." This will give the HR a hint that you are done talking about yourself. I hope you're clear with how to answer the question. Tell me about yourself. Things to remember or points to remember when you give your self introduction. Number one, stop sirring. "Hello, sir. I'm Johnsy, sir. I did my college here, sir. My achievements are, sir." No, you can use sir or madam maybe twice when you start the self introduction and when you finish the self introduction. In between, maybe you can use it once or twice. But please don't sir every time you have a sentence. This is annoying. Number two, don't cook up a fake story. If you Number two, don't cook up a fake story. If you have not done any certification and then you fake a story about it, you will be stuck when the HR questions you on those grounds. Number three, be natural and go with your flow. Though I have given you a few points that you can add in your self introduction, remember to be yourself and always go in the natural flow that you possess. Don't forget the eye contact. I'm telling you again, do not forget your eye contact. Now, the second question that you can expect is your strengths and weakness. When talking about your strengths, keep it focused and related to your job profile. Ensure all the strengths that you say will help you be a better person at work. Think of strengths you have that will support you in your career growth. Your strengths that will help the company enhance its growth. You may say you're good at time management, stress management, customer service, resolving problems, working as a team, or leading a team. These strengths will help you to grow into a better person as well as will help the company in completing its targets and its growth. So ensure that all your strengths are focused on your job role. Weakness. Do not talk about it unless specifically asked. Some HR may just ask you to talk about your strengths. They may not mention the word weakness. So that is why I told you listen. So if you're not asked about your weakness, you may avoid talking about it. And also remember, in case you're asked to talk about your weakness, the weakness that you mention should not affect your work. Say, for example, you asked me about my weakness, and I tell you, I'm a lazy person, sir, will you hire me? No, there is no point in hiring a lazy person. Let me say, I tell you, sir, I'm very short tempered. Does this mean you'll get into a fight now and then with your colleagues? See how negative it makes you sound. Whenever you're talking about your weakness, ensure that this weakness does not affect your job role. The weakness that you're mentioning should not affect the company as well. So, here I have given a few examples of what you can say when asked about your weakness. Number one, I can't say no, sir, which means you will take up any task that is given to you because you can't say no. Number two, I'm a workaholic. See, it sounds good. Number three, I don't like to report at every step, which means that you take your task, you complete it with confidence, and once it is over, you go and give it. I'm very competitive. Having a healthy competition will always help the team to do better. So, I'm very competitive is really a good quality, which may sound like a weakness. I'm very strict when it comes to work. I ask too many questions to make myself clear. My reactions are not visible. I take time to make decisions. Points to remember. Do not lie. Let me say, you are telling that you can handle stress very well. And then, when in case questions based on psychometrics are asked and you exhibit stress, see, it's controversial. So do not lie. Number two, remember to attribute your stress to the job role. Never talk about a weakness that will affect your job nature. Always remember to say that you're working on your weakness. Whenever you're asked to mention about your weakness, and when you finish, tell the HR that you have identified your weakness and you're working on it. Now comes the next question. Why should I hire you? It is a tricky question, right? Yes. When the HR asks you, why should I hire you? It means he's asking you, how different are you from the other 50 or 70 that is waiting outside for the interview? In order to crack it, here are a few tips. Express willingness to learn. Tell the HR that you are eager in gaining knowledge and you want to keep updating yourself. Talk on how committed you are to the work. Tell him that you like working. Tell him that your skills, say for example, if you are going there as a customer service representative or customer relations manager, resolving the problems of customers or clients on an everyday basis is very important job role in the particular profile. So you can see that you really enjoy talking to people. Handling stress is not a problem for you. And in this way, you tell him that you're committed to your job. And before you walk into the HR interview, match your job role and the skills that you have. Take the job profile, read the responsibilities you have, and think well what qualities do you possess and how will it match the job role. In this way, you can answer this question with more confidence and at ease. Next, where do you see yourself in future? Most of us do not understand the purpose or the motto in which the question is put forward. So let us discuss about the purpose of this question. Do you really have an ambition? Yes. When the HR asks you, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? He's asking about the ambition that you possess in your life. Number two, do you fit in the company's future plans? Say, for example, you're going to work in a company for around 5 to 10 years and then you're going to start up a new business. Wow, great idea, but please keep it in your brains because HR is asking you this question to ensure if you fit in the future plan of the company. So, expressing him everything that comes to your mind sometimes may not be helpful. Do you really need this job? The HR wants to test you if you really need this job or are you just here to get the offer letter and just find a job? Is this job really important? Will you choose another company if something better comes? Yeah, understand the motto and then frame the question. Generally, people make the following mistakes. Number one, they are money oriented. Say, for example, I ask you, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? And then the answer I get is, I see myself somewhere in the managerial positions earning 1,30,000 per month. See, your ambition is on money and not in career growth. Unrealistic expectations. Most of the time, candidates tend to give this as answer. In the next 5 years, I'm going to be the CEO of the company. Really good. We respect your ambition, but this is an unrealistic expectation. Though you are capable of attaining the post of CEO and you're extremely talented to go there, remember when they ask you for your future plan or where do you see yourself in the future, stick on to information that is generalized. And more specific answers would put you in trouble. When I say specific, I say in the next 5 years, I will be working in US for your process and earning 1,80,000 and I will be the project manager. Too much of specific information is not needed. So, in order to answer this question, where do you see yourself in future? You may say, I see myself as a manager in the next 5 to 7 years. To make myself eligible for this position, I will ensure to learn all the necessary data and acquire knowledge and mold myself into it. Why Wipro? Why did you choose Wipro? Wipro is one of the best reputed MNCs in India. So, in order to answer about this, you need to understand why Wipro is special. So, here are a few points about it. Number one, Wipro is currently at fourth position. It is a reputed MNC in India. It has challenging projects, which is quite interesting to work on. The on-site opportunities in Wipro are plenty. Wipro gives the best training for a fresher. In this way, you can enhance your skills. It motivates its employees to get certified in their field, and it's a very flexible workplace. Things to remember when you answer this question. Number one, Express your interest. When they ask you why Wipro, express that you're excited to work in Wipro. Tell them that you're motivated. Talk about your long term goals, and these long term goals have to be in line with the company. Remember to mention the skills that you will master to achieve this goal. And don't remember to be natural. Tell me something that's not a part of your resume. Your resume will not have the moral values that you possess. A HR is asking you this question to test or to know more about you. In this case, you can talk about the moral values like honesty, hardworking that you possess. You can talk about some minor certifications that you have not mentioned. Maybe you could have volunteered or managed any events in your college. Or you could have been in the NCC in your school or college days. Any peculiar hobbies you have can also be stated. Like, for example, I like to paint eggshells. I collect different varieties and shapes of leaves. These are peculiar hobbies. Other than reading and listening to music, dancing, chatting are quite common. And now, I hope this video has been of good help to you. And now, you go up and never stop. All the best for your HR round. Wishes, thank you from placementseason.com.